Hi, I'm Gene Cavazos. On my little 94 Jeep Wrangler, in the summertime comes, yank the top off it, really enjoy running around with it. But the other day I was coming home and got caught in a rainstorm. Well, I stayed for the most part dry and everything worked fine, but the back of the Jeep, the rear seat, the whole back was drenched. So I decided to order a Tonneau, I think it's called a Tonneau, and if I can destroy a word, that would be me. I can do that. It's basically a vinyl deck cover, and I ordered it from Quadratec. So when I placed the order, it came like within 2 days, and just received it. And it's made by a company called MasterTop. And according to the instructions, you need to bring it out and let it sit in the sun for about 2 hours. So I'm going to open this up and just kind of let it sit out here on the hood for a couple hours. Relax, stretch, and we'll check out and see how easy it is to install. So stay tuned. So I wanted to get a cover that would be able to also let me leave the hardware in place for the Jeep ragtop. So we'll see how well that works. Now, the seat looks like it's a little high, but I think we can fold the seat down, and that should help us to just keep it all simple. So, it comes with instructions, basic manual for it. But you know, the manuals are a suggestion, and it's pretty self-explanatory of how to line all this material up. So I'm going to bring it around, and I'm just going to kind of set it into place. I'm also going to pull the tie downs that hold the all the hardware down, because I don't want them to interfere. This will hold the hardware into place just as well. So kind of getting everything basically arranged, pulling the Velcro apart and getting it ready and just into the position that I feel like it's going to need to go. Now, this has plastic that will fit right under that metal lip, just like your convertible top. So you just start working that right up underneath, and then I'm going to open up the back and kind of bring that material and around. I pulled the seat belt straps for the back flush with the roll bar, and I just kind of keep feeding this around. And my son's helping to film this, which is always a big help. And my neighbor, who's always a good neighbor, came over, and he also loaned a hand in getting this into place, because once you start, even though I had it out there stretching, you know, my neighbor John, he was a big help in just kind of holding this down while I started feeding the plastic into that track and getting it to fit down. And it's tight, but you want it tight, you want it snug, and it has these little plastic or ringlets that help you pull it down tight. So I've got that into place, and then you can kind of pull it back a little bit and get it snug, and then fit the Velcro around each of the roll bars. And once you have that kind of Velcroed into place, you then come around and work this around the tracks into the back, around that back corner. And it's tight, but you want it tight. You want this to be snug. And then those pull ties help you to get that down into place. Now I'm going to use the aluminum bar that comes with the back window, and you slide it through the groove in that helps it put it into place for your rear door. It flips under, slides into there, and just make sure you're all secured. Come up to the front, and you have pull straps that wrap around the roll bar once again and thread through. You feed those screw the hook latches in there and just snug that up. And you can see the zipper in this also, where you can add a back window into this as well. My neighbor John helped to get the other side set into there, and I think we're tight and this is looking good. Okay, I have to say this thing actually went on really much easier than I thought, and definitely leaving it out in the sun definitely helped with it. My neighbor came over and helped me to pull down these. Have some easy straps that help you to pull the material down to get it up under those flaps, but it's got a good tight cover on this, and I'm pretty excited about the way that worked and all fit. I will probably turn around and do that back little windshield that they also sell for that, because it's got a zipper for it. That's pretty cool. So if you like this video and you want to look at some others, please consider subscribing and check out some of the other videos we do. In the meantime, I'll see you soon.